Hi all. I wouldn't normally do a video for the history but I felt this week, as I was doing it, I felt it would be better if I could explain at least the work and just talk you through it a little bit. Now, this week you're looking at how place names were created, and the Anglo-Saxons, they had a huge influence on how on the meaning of place names and why certain places are called what they're called, and some of those still exist today or a variant of them. So I have provided you with a PowerPoint or a home learning document like I normally do. So I'm just going to open them. I'm just going to share my screen with you. And for some reason it opens and it calls it geography, and it's doing that on everything. So I don't know why. I do apologise. So we're looking at Anglo-Saxon place names. I don't need to talk you through the 5 a day. You just need to do that in your home learning book. But I do want you to have a think about where these place names came from. So I taught in school, and you'll have looked at home about the fact that the Anglo-Saxons split the UK into 7 kingdoms. Northumbria, well, you can see them on the map there. Northumbria, Mercia, Wessex being the largest of those kingdoms. But where did these place names come from? What do they mean? So Northumbria was people living north of the River Humber. So when they settled here, that's where Northumbria came from, the land of the people living north of the River Humber. East Anglia comes from the fact, you can see in that word Anglia, you can see angles. It's the fact that the Angles that you learned about, they first settled on the east there. So that's East Anglia. Sussex is where the South Saxons settled. Wessex is the West Saxons. Essex is the East Saxons. Mercia, who are the border people. And then the Jutes called themselves Kentings, which is where Kent came from. Now, there are meanings of the words. I apologise for the beeping in the background. Many of the towns and villages in Britain also have come from Anglo-Saxons, and you'll notice that many places share some similarities. If you think about Birmingham, Nottingham, okay, they've both got the same bit at the end. Now, you could use your map or your atlas, an online one as well, or the one that's in the folder. You could find lots of places with similar meanings, and that will be easier to work them out afterwards. So you can see that parts of names of towns and villages give meaning. So in the Anglo-Saxon times, this part of the name would have been given to it because of some physiological or geographical feature that you can see in that area. So if you've got Bur in your name of your town, it means town. If there's Bury, so think of Canterbury, it's a fortified place. It's got a fort. It's, you know, it's enclosed. A croft is a small enclosure. A field is open land. So if you think of Sheffield, that would have been chefs, the person who it belonged to, open land. Ford was a river crossing. Ham, with a 1M or 2, meant a village. Ings means something's people. So the ing part, it will become clear in a bit. A ley, L-E-Y, such as Henley, is a clearing. Mere, so if you think about Windermere, means a pool or a lake. Knee, like Orkney up near Scotland, is an island. Stowe was Felix Stowe, so a meeting place or a holy place. If it's got ton in it, it means it's a farmstead, so a farm. And the same with witch, and worth or worthy within the name means an enclosure. So there's some examples here on this page. So Birmingham, if we broke Birmingham down into Birm, Ing and Ham, so what you're looking for is within the name of the place, you are looking for these different bits that you can see here. You're looking to break the name of the town or city down into separate parts. So if you see Birmingham, we've got the ing and the ham, so that meant it was Birm. So somebody in that area called Birm's people's village. So Birm would have been like the family name of the person that ruled, and it was his people's village. Chelmsford has got Ford in it, so it would have been Chelms. So the tribe or the person would have settled there by the river, and it would have become Chelmsford. So Chelms River crossing. Okay, and you can see with Preston, so ton is farmstead or village. So that would have been the tribe or the person Press, or the family of the Press's farmstead, or it would have been Press's village. And that's where these names have come from. So I have put in a vocabulary document for you, but you can just use the names on that home teaching document, and it's got all of those different ones that we went through before on there. Okay, so that's there for you. Asia and Africa, you're going to be asked, you've got these, and they're also on the home learning document that I've put in for you. You've been given some place names that I've already broken down into their separate parts. So you've got Ipswich, Stratford, Windermere, Hastings, Canterbury, Sheffield, Henley, Brighton, Tamworth and Padstow. So I've tried to make it so that you've got different parts of Anglo-Saxon names. And what I want you to do is I want you to work out the meaning of that town or city. What did it mean in Anglo-Saxon times? And just write it into your book. So you can write it as shown here. Okay, so Birms as shown up here. You can write it out. It is also on the home learning document as well. So if you are in Europe or the Americas, you need a copy of this map here, and I've just zoomed in, or an electronic map, it's up to you, but a map of England. And what I'd like you to do is have a look and choose some different places off the map and see, write them down in your book and work out the meaning of those place names. Obviously, you can't do it if the name hasn't got part of one of these on there. Okay, so you need to have a look really carefully before you choose the place names. So I hope that makes it a little bit clearer. I just felt you needed a little bit of extra input on that one this time. All right, so wouldn't normally do it, but good luck with it all, and I look forward to seeing them when you come back to school. Okay, bye-bye.